Hello, welcome back to the channel, back to the garden, and first week of March has just gone by. All these leftover potatoes that I had from last year's crop, were in a packet in the cupboard in the kitchen, and they've all started growing roots, long ones. So, seeing that we've had some beautiful weather recently, I thought I'll take a chance, plant some of them out in this new bed I just made here. There's compost underneath and about 3 inches of soil on top, which I dug out from this bed because I've shortened this so that I can reach stuff easier in this bed. So soil from there across to there to use as topsoil. So I'm going to be planting some of these. I don't think I'll get all of them in there. I may plant some in the next bed down. I don't know what, I'll have to figure it out. I'll do this bed today. 2, 4, about 6 plants I think. There's enough space for 6 potato plants. We'll see how we go with those first. And then I'll have to plan out to see what space I've got for the other beds. Because I suppose I could use this one. I could use the rest of that soil to put on there. Composter, I can move that other side of the garden. This bed I need to dig it all up, sort it out, get all the weeds and stuff out. Likewise with that one. And then I'm thinking I could do a bed on the top here as well at some point, but that's for another day. Only problem is I started this garden 5 years ago when we had the initial lockdown, and similar to this year we had some lovely weather in mid-March, and that is when I started the garden, the vegetable garden. So therefore these bits of wood are starting to get rotten now after 5 years. I may need to start replacing those soon. So that's a bit of an update on the garden. Speedy the tortoise is still with us, still looking weathered, still has got his camouflage on there. So a bit of camouflage moss. I have got seeds that have started growing. I planted some cauliflower seeds in November and they're still growing indoors. So I will soon be planting those as well in one of these beds. Peas, what else did I plant? Onions, and some of the leek seeds that I harvested from last year. You wouldn't believe how tiny they are, just tiny little black specks. I will show you what stuff I've got growing indoors. Still planning to plant a few more seeds indoors, and some of the ones that I planted about a week ago have started shooting up, so I'll show you those after this. So that is what the garden's looking like at the moment. Still got to sort out this decking. All the grass has grown in between the stuff. I've actually put a double layer of decking because I had a stack of it here that was in the way. But yeah, I need to pull it up and get rid of the grass underneath. But it is handy. I don't get such a lot of mud on the boots and so on. Watering system is going to remain the same this year. Just using the trusty reservoir dustbin thing there. I've got my garden hose hiding underneath that, so then it's not in the way in the shed. So I can always use that if necessary. Extra wood to build more panels, which I'm going to need for the end of that bed, and possibly to replace 1 or 2 of the panels on there. And then I'll have to see where I'm going to put another vegetable bed somewhere here so that it is not too much in the way, so I can still get past to get to the water. I think it'll fit across from where those from where that decking is up to there. So lengthwise that way, 2 pallets that way and 1 that way. So I've got all that timber. I've got spare pallet there and another one in the shed. So I shall get busy with that at some point. Just do a bit at a time. So next I'll show you the plants that I've grown inside. Oh, I was going to show you. So this is one of the potato sprouts with a really long tail on it. I'm going to just try and bury it in a circle like that and see how that grows. So that's how I'm doing those. There's another one which has got a short tail on it. So I just make an indentation here to mark the spot where those are for the spacing. And then I've got more of them here. Select the next one. I don't know if I'll get it untangled without breaking the thing off. There we go. That one, the tail is about a foot long. Those were just growing in the packets in the cupboard. So that's how I'm going to bury those. Hopefully they will grow. I shall put my trusty spike in the ground to measure, well, to mark where those are relative to the end of the vegetable bed. So we'll see. Like I say, I'll probably plant 2, 4, 6, maybe 8 in total. We'll see. Oh, and by the way, I found an army man in the garden. He looks like he's in the blue team, and he's a grenadier. And so I'm going to name him Fred. So that's Fred. He'll be standing guard here. It looks like he's throwing something, or about to. So yeah, still discovering treasures in the garden. So, next, the plants inside. Oh, and in other news, I had to do a burial in the garden today. The cat wiped out another bird and left it on the footpath by the shed for me. So it is still trying to feed us. So this is the indoor plants. These are the cauliflower plants, which I planted the seeds about November time. Didn't make an actual note of the date, but yeah, I've got, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 in there, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, about 16 of them. What is that? Leeks? No. Oh, those, the leaves have fallen off. About 16 of them, so we'll see how many survive. But yeah, from November until March, so December, January, February, March, about 4 months those have been going for. And then I've planted some tomato seeds in that one on the 2nd of March, and some beans, our small bean plants. There we go. They are growing. So in about a week, 4 out of the 6 have started growing. Good news. They normally do quite well, those little bean plants. So that is the one lot. And then we've got some more. There's one leek plant in here which survived also since about November. Not getting much bigger, and I've planted some more in there about a week ago. Onions, I thought I'll give them a go. Planted about 6 of them, yeah, 6 in there. Broccoli, those were tiny seeds, they're coming up. Check that out. That one's about 1 inch high. So we've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or so plants. Some of them I think I planted double seeds, so there's 2 coming up. So we've got broccoli. I've got 2 more containers there, which I still need to decide what to plant. And peas. Check that out. A couple of those have started coming up. They're about a centimetre tall. So there we have it. Those are the seedlings. So those were also planted a week ago. And that's what the garden's looking like from inside. So there we go. That's an update on the garden for those that are interested. Nice weather today, according to the thermometer. 15 degrees, scorcher. So I hope that you've all been enjoying the warmer weather. And until the next one. Pity I didn't take my camera with me yesterday, actually, just a footnote there. Because I went out on the bike, did a 46, almost 47 kilometer ride. And down the Sahawi Valley, which I was corrected on in my previous video. And I did find the path that one of my viewers told me about, so that's fantastic. Thanks for that. And I ended up in Blackwood. They had the spring fair going on there. So pity I didn't have the camera with me, otherwise I would have done a video on that. Some interesting stands and stalls and things there. They're selling all sorts of things and games for the kids and mini golf and all sorts of rides and everything. So yeah. If I come across anything interesting, I shall be doing another video. Until then, hope you all stay safe and well, and bye-bye for now. Oh yeah, by the way, it's Heineken time. I think I've worked hard enough in the garden today. Did that long bike ride yesterday. I've earned this one. So, cheers.